What is up, guys? It's your boy Rick Gakis, and today, did Bungie just fix one of, if not the most hated parts of Destiny 2 right now, which is of course the leveling system? I mean, I've had multiple people reach out to me saying, hey, leveling is good now. Do you want to grind? Do you want to play? Like, why the heck are they saying that? Well, guys, yesterday, with the weekly reset, Bungie released a patch that did provide the most significant improvements to the leveling system that we have seen since the launch of the Edge of Fate and the leveling system was changed in the first place. Now, there's a much broader discussion about, is this enough? Does the leveling system need to be improved or replaced entirely? Is the biggest problem really the portal? All of that stuff is very valid, but at the end of the day, guys, let's go over what exactly changed, because for a lot of people, the game is going to feel significantly better starting this week. And so, let's get started. So, the first thing we've got to talk about, and this is arguably like the biggest, most important thing that went live yesterday, if any singular thing is going to maybe get people to start playing Destiny 2 again, it's this, the Techsec supply drop. So this is a free gift for every Destiny 2 player. All you gotta do is go to the tower, and right next to Zavala is a chest on the ground. You interact with it, it's the Techsec supply drop, and inside we have currency, weapons, and armor. There is one piece of loot for every slot for your character. Now you can see, for me, it's all 473. It is going to all be powerful drops, but the minimum power all of this stuff can be is 300, which means if you are someone watching who got frustrated with the leveling system, well, actually, wait, that's everybody. So if you got frustrated enough to quit the game and you're like 250, maybe you're 100, right? You beat the campaign and you stop playing. You can stroll into the tower, open up this box, and boom, you are instantly 300 power. On top of that, you may have noticed, wow, that's a lot of that singular currency. 777,777 unstable cores. That's right, guys. That super annoying currency that was required to upgrade the power level of all of your gear past the permanent cap of 200. So if you're upgrading anything past 200, it would cost unstable cores, and this currency was hated, guys. And the main thing it was hated for is that the bigger the power level increase, the more expensive it would cost. As you guys can see right here, I have this Imminence SMG at 10 power. You know what? This is actually a great old raid weapon. I want to play with it. Let me infuse it up to my current power. Oh, it's 14,000 unstable cores to do that. 14,000. And so this system just completely discourages switching gear. God forbid you want to use a new build, you have to withdraw stuff from your vault. You won't be able to afford to switch your build, but thankfully, as you guys can see right here, Bungie recently announced that unstable cores are being depreciated. That's right, they're going away entirely, and instead, you're just gonna use glimmer and enhancement cores to infuse stuff. And so, as a stopgap, because they're not quite gone away yet, you just get almost 800,000 unstable cores. Now, I did the math, guys. Out of 777,000 divided by the 14,266 amount, I could do this infusion like over 50 times. So that'll tell you you have a lot of these unstable cores. They will pretty much last you until Bungie completely depreciates this currency. So this is already massive, guys. Like if you're someone who's still playing the game, you know just logging on to get 777,000 unstable cores, that is such a fantastic gift. You basically will not have to worry about unstable cores ever again. Wonderful change. And if all that wasn't good enough, again, if you're someone who is a committed player, you're above 300, it's still a super relevant gift because all that gear is powerful and it will actually change, as you can see in the background gameplay, while you're infusing your stuff up. So I would actually recommend don't take it all at once if you haven't already. You know, whatever your lowest power level item is, let's say it's a chest piece, take the chest piece, infuse it up, go play a bit, come back. Now your heavy weapon's lagging behind, claim the heavy weapon, go play a bit, come back. Like, you can do that to really turn this Techsec supply drop into a massive boost of your power level. And speaking of a massive boost to your power level, Bungie also made some huge changes to the portal and reward structure to make leveling so much easier. So, first of all, guys, the actual power level of gear you get has been increased for almost every grade. So, you can, on average, playing the portal right now, expect gear to drop 1 to 2 power level higher than it did previously. Now, that doesn't sound like a ton, but with the other changes we'll talk about, it adds up very quickly. And the biggest change by far, in my opinion, the thing that completely changes how you actually play the portal now, is that bonus loot now counts as powerful drops. So, as you guys can see right here, if I am on the portal selection screen, I have this particular solo ops conflux. You can see I have 3 bonus drops, 3 extra loot pieces. Normally, before this week, if I did this activity, I would get literally 1 piece of gear that was actually going to advance my power level, and all the other gear would be like 10 power below. It would be pretty much irrelevant, right? Now, as you guys can see right here, when I actually beat this very conflux activity, I get 4 drops, right? My 1 drop plus the 3 bonus engrams. They're all tier 5, and they're all advancing my power level. Every single loot piece is 473, 473. Again, this is, I think, the biggest change. Like, this is so important, guys, because what I just did from 1 solo ops activity, that gave me the same amount of powerful loot as if I would have grinded literally 3 calderas, right? Like, that is the equivalent. When people were grinding their butts off to reach 450 when this new leveling system first came out, that's what they were doing. They were getting literally 1 powerful drop from a solo op and doing those solo ops as fast as possible. But in this case, yes, that conflux is going to take a bit longer than a caldera, but it's not going to take 4 times longer. And so finally, you have these bonus drops actually mattering. You are sifting through all of your different portal options, and if you have something with 3, 4 bonus drops, it now becomes incredibly juicy and actually really worth doing. And it finally feels like you're doing what Bungie kind of actually envisioned with the portal, where you are looking around, you're playing with friends, and you're trying to figure out, oh, hey, I have 3 on this, can we do this? Yeah, then after, I've got 4 on this, can we do this? And you're bouncing around the portal doing all these different things to level up as efficiently as possible, rather than just playing Caldera, doing your shift in the Caldera mines until your eyes bleed. Now again, this system's not perfect, but like finally, I actually feel like these bonus engrams matter and impact my leveling experience. Now, there's actually one more significant change to the portal, but this one isn't necessarily positive. It's still kind of being debated, and that is, you now have an activity power cap for most difficulties. So, as you can see right here, with Grandmaster, which is 400 power, I'm capped at 375. So even though I'm well over 400, it is going to treat me like I'm 375, and the enemies are going to be 400. So I am 25 power below. And so the enemies are going to be hitting, a bit harder, obviously. I'm going to be doing a bit less damage compared to if I was at parity. Now, the trade-off for this is that, as you guys can see right here, modifiers no longer change the activity power cap. So you can put on a billion modifiers, every modifier in every single slot, and it will no longer make the power level increase and increase and increase. So for a lot of people, if you were still leveling, you know how annoying it would be when you were like 50 power under and you were like, oh my gosh, like this is so frustrating. Now you don't have to worry about that at all. You simply put on the difficulty, put on your mods or whatever, and you don't have to worry about it also getting progressively, ridiculously high in the disparity of power level. It's just capped at a certain amount. Now, is this cap, good all the time? Because sometimes you could still get a pretty high grade while not reaching these caps, right? Like that, again, it is still very much up for debate. Some people think it's a great change because, again, you're not putting yourself at -70 trying to get an A+ now anymore. Other people think it's a really annoying change. This is, again, still up in the air. It also, unfortunately, creates a big problem where you really don't need to get above 470 because the ultimate difficulty, which is 500 power, treats you like you're 470. So every power you gain above that point, it doesn't make a difference. Like, where is that power actually gonna matter? Now, it might matter for Renegades because remember, your power level is no longer decreasing when the new DLC comes out. So maybe there'll be, a new difficulty or something that comes out that's right at the 550 cap or something like that. But again, it is kind of creating a big debate of like, why would you get above 470? So this is far from perfect. The leveling system is far from perfect. Clearly, they had a vision and now they're making massive changes because the players really did not like the system. It was really a flawed system. And so now we have a better but still very flawed system. Overall, guys, I will say though, again, with these changes, it just makes leveling so much easier. Simply shop around the portal, do whatever has a ton of bonus drops, actually, play different activities. You're not going to have to clock into the mine anymore, and you will be massively rewarded, especially if you're someone who doesn't have a ton of time to grind. With just a few activities, if you can only get 3 activities done, but all of those have a lot of bonus drops, you're getting a ton of powerful drops, and your level is going to be increasing faster than really it ever did before. In fact, you're going to be increasing your level so fast. It's kind of interesting they made the announcement to keep your power level before they made these changes, because with these changes, I don't think the power level reset would have been that bad. Now, I'm not saying your power should reset. I'm just saying, like, man, the real concern about that power level reset was the fact that we thought you would have to do the hellish Caldera grind. But now it's way, way easier to level up. It really doesn't seem that bad anymore. So again, just kind of an interesting thing that they announced the power level wouldn't reset before they made these changes, but it is what it is, guys. If you have been waiting to play, if you're annoyed with the power level, you can hop on the game right now. You will instantly become 300 power. You will never have to deal with the unbelievably annoying unstable cores currency because you just get, almost 800k, and then you can hop into the portal and actually get some pretty significant rewards and level up way, way faster. Again, the system is not perfect, but these are some very, very promising changes, and certainly I'm a lot more interested to just level now and get all the way up to 550 simply to get ready for that Renegades launch, guys. So that's going to be it for the video. Hope you enjoyed and found this interesting. If you did, please remember to help me out by simply rating and especially sharing this video. If you guys want to see more Destiny 2 content similar to this, don't be afraid to slap that subscribe button. If you want to get in touch with me and keep up to date with the latest channel activity, the best way is to follow me on Twitter at RickCacus. That is linked in the description down below. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, have a good day.